for the clout. I'm one of the realest, the real ones can vouch. They thought I was done, but all that out. You gotta play my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner, get to you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my city. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy, I blowed up her budget on me, that's on me, I'm conceited. Treaty, nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee deep, I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG, they gotta put my face on no box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they competed, salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip or retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated, I've broken the system, had to breach it, that's mission impossible, mission completed. Salute when you see me, yeah. I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me, I want you to need me. When I this face is feedy. I gotta get back to the hood, I remember when I was the needy. Clean me up, squeaky. She fell in love, deeply. Sleepy, they like what I say, they repeat me. Yeah, look, all this money I be spending.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down gets 3 up to the 28.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Hill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Well, this defense for the Cards, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Eight yards to go on second down. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Lance looking to throw it. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 36, Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but that's into a crowd and intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either. Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points. And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Here's Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the 49ers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Murray now on 1st down. And he's got this down to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The tackle by Eric Armstead. To throw is Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Here's Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Lance. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Lance out to his left. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Flushed out right. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their 2nd pick on 2 drives.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From midfield, here's Lance. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Lance looks to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Lance now on first down. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Murray. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance, and right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. Escaping the pressure right. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down. The kick by Gold is good. And the lead moves to 10-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Murray now. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Murray now on first down. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. 1 second, all that remains. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for. And take it. On first down, Lance. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Lance. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And Lance now to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They hand it off to Mostert. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd down and 8. Lance going to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Shotgun now for Lance. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Here's Mostert. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd and goal from the 1. Sermon. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Trey Sermon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Out of the gun, Hill. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Hill on first down. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. On 1st and 10, Hill.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Now Lance. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Lance.
Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Lance now on first down. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Back to the running game with Mostert.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. The Niners on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Lance. There's that man again. It's complete.
And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Back to throw. Lance caught on the slant. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Mostert off the read option. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead in this 4th quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They go play fake, and it's Hill. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time on 4th for Hill. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Here's Hill. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. Hill looking to throw for it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Popular down near the goal line, quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was, and one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. Lance looking to throw it. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. Shoves him aside near the 35. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. looking to throw. Lance. Over the middle, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Operating from the gun. Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Rashard Lawrence breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Lance. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. From the gun, Lance. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of touchdown.
Deebo Samuel with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Niners look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Goal with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Eluding the pressure right. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. From the gun, here's Hill. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Now Hill looking to throw on first. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
But how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Throwing again on second down. Lance. And this one is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. And they'll go for it. Lance. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Now Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions. Getting takeaways in this one, and it let them...